I'm starting to get pretty worried about Notre Dame fans. They're going to have the biggest crash out ever after losing this football game. What's going on, Canes fans? I apparently never took the sticker off of my new flannel, which, by the way, not an ad. Check out this new flannel that I got.
Nice.
Pretty cool, right? I got it from Hollister. They have a whole Miami Hurricanes line. They have shirts, they have hoodies, they have flannels. So check them out. Again, not an ad. I love flannels. So anyways, I wanted to take a few minutes here and just share some of the funniest comments that I found on the internet made by Notre Dame fans. I'm talking, guys, make sure that you're sitting down. Go empty your bladder before you read some of these and watch this video because you are going to be rolling. Let's just jump on over and not even waste any time. I'm sure that you've already seen this one from the message boards. This goes back a few weeks ago. But it says, I'd much rather have CJ Carr than Carson Beck. And this guy says, we may not know what CJ Carr is just yet, but we do know what Carson Beck is. A mediocre QB at the college level.
Say what?
Now, hold on. It doesn't stop there. It gets even better. He says, I'll take the unknown high ceiling of Carr over the known shortcomings of Beck. Now, this, man, is just an absolutely delusional take. I don't understand how someone with even an ounce of common sense can come out and talk about a quarterback that is 24-3. I understand that they're going to point at the 12 interceptions. He doubled his interceptions, last season. Yes, we know that. But you're telling me you're going to take the unknown high, again, keyword here, high ceiling of Carr. There's no chance that CJ Carr could maybe just be all right. High ceiling for CJ Carr. Let me know in the comments how many interceptions you think that CJ Carr throws in this game. Now, my goal is not for this video to make it seem like I'm overconfident in Miami. I mean, heck, I have it a close game, 27-24. Miami on top, of course, but I think that this is going to be a tough, hard-fought game for both of these teams. And comments like this are just so freaking funny, man. They are setting themselves up. Let's take a look at the next one. This guy says, I'm not nervous at all. I do understand probably the first couple of series we might go 3 and out, but once Carr settles in, it's all over for Miami. They seem very confident with a shitty QB and no defense and wide receiver. Notre Dame wins 31-13. Go Irish. Yeah, there's a question mark at the wide receiver position, but the Carson Beck disrespect, man, is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Do not let these guys forget that if Miami does, in fact, end up winning this game, don't let them spin it and say Carson Beck is now a good quarterback. Remind them that they lost to a shitty quarterback, a Miami Hurricanes team with no defense. If you want a tip on some trolling, I think that's my approach. I think that it's pretty fun to do that to them. Let's keep moving here. A comment under my diss track on Twitter. Now I remember why I saved this. Gregorus Irish says $20 on pump 5, please. Appreciate it. Now this is good trolling. These are the ones that we approve of. People try to say, where do you draw the line when it comes to personal shots and things? Man, this is great. He's saying, hey, Coop, probably works at a gas station or something. There were a lot of McDonald's jokes and stuff like that. Keep them coming. We absolutely love comments like this. Playful, fun banter. It's a good time, man. Now, this one's a long one, but stick with me. This guy, Mike, he's an interesting feller, all right? So he decides to comment on my diss track and talk about how bad Miami is and how my takes are delusional and I'm a homer and I don't know what I'm talking about with these football teams. So I say, hey, you don't like my position because you just don't agree with them, and that's fine. He proceeds to write me this novel. He says it's garbage simply because you guys have not done your homework, because we don't agree with him. So we did no homework on this game. He said, your brains and your chains are stuck in the 80s with Melvin Bratton. Here are the facts, because Mike is right and we are wrong. He says, our linebackers and defensive line will be far superior to last season. Our backs are the best in the country. Our tight end is one of the best in the country. Our offensive line is one of the best, if not the best in the country. Not acknowledging Miami's O-line in any way. His team, his offensive line for Notre Dame. Our defensive backfield is one of the best in the country. Now, they are pretty good, right? We'll give them props. I mean, they are pretty good. He says, this team wasn't healthy last year and made the run that we did. If we're healthy, we win it all. Our coach is one of the best in college football and isn't a fraud like your entire theory. Lame ass video, and your 3,900 season ticket holders. He's taking shots at y'all. We are a better team this year, and we will prove it starting Sunday. That's fine. I expect most fans to want to believe in their team. But it's just so funny because he won't acknowledge anything for Miami. And actually, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm wrong. He does acknowledge something. Here it is. He says, I did point out the Miami QB, Miami's only strength. Good luck.
Winning.
Oh, Charlie here says, I've never seen a fan base go into a game counting on stadium noise to win their team a game quite like Miami fans leading up to Sunday. Let me find the we're not cutting it, we're not editing. This right here lives forever, Charlie. We will never let y'all forget this. But I do have to say that this is the last time we played Notre Dame. So, these are the last memories we have of y'all. And we do get bragging rights. This is just the way college football works. I don't make the rules. We get bragging rights until we play again. So we are going to continue to bring up 2017, and it absolutely was a factor. So any Notre Dame fan that wants to come out and make attendance jokes or stadium jokes, you can't tell me that 2017, the crowd did not play a part in that win. The crowd noise was, your fans are the ones holding their ears. Was it loud or not? Malik. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this guy played for Notre Dame. Maybe he was a quarterback. Might have been a quarterback. I think he was a backup QB. So he's got a bit of a following. He has a podcast. He transferred to Florida also at some point. He says, Notre Dame game plan versus Miami. Offensively, run, and let CJ throw it down the field a few times for explosive plays. Couple rollouts, couple screens. Defensively, pressure Carson Beck and let him be who he is. Throw us a couple picks. Notre Dame wins by 2 scores. Miami goes back to crying all season. Again, riding that Carson Beck interception machine narrative. We heard a lot of things about Cam Ward coming into 2024 that ended up not being a problem once he got to Miami. I'm just saying. Not comparing Beck to Ward. I'm just saying. I responded to this one. I said, Notre Dame beats Miami by 2 scores. Wake up! Let's talk about the actual game, not a dream. And his response was, yeah, you guys are young, smaller at linebacker than last year, and don't have enough depth. But nice pass rushers, bro. I'll let you guys take care of Malik down in the comments. Focus drop shots. I'm taking Notre Dame max spread. Whatever is available, I'm betting it. I don't see this being close at all. Then Clutch Sports Notre Dame says, frankly, I don't either. It might be for a half, but Notre Dame pulls away in the second half. So it's not even going to be close. Because Carson Beck isn't very good, and the U has nearly an entire new defense playing in their first game together. I'm concerned about the Miami O-line. Mark Fletcher, that was the funny one, doesn't scare me at all. You're telling me that put him on a stretcher Fletcher does not scare you at all. You're concerned about the O-line, but not Miami's running back, Mark Fletcher. Well, it's good that Mark Fletcher doesn't scare you. You'll probably be introduced to a guy by the name of Jordan Lyle. And Hard Rock is here we go again, is the most overrated advantage in college. You'll have 70,000 people there. Then the next 2 weeks combined, there will be 30K. Fan base is so bad. This is the one that I wanted to show the most, because tell me why Miami's attendance in a game against another opponent is relevant when it comes to the game against you. All that matters against Notre Dame specifically is packing the rock against Notre Dame. You know, if you take an L and then 30,000 people show up for Bethune-Cookman next week, are you going to be trolling Miami after you took a loss to us? Well, look, man, y'all might have beat us. You might have had 65, 70,000 people playing against us, and you beat us. But look at that, you only got 30K against Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. What's up with that? It's weird how confident I am heading into this Miami game. It is kind of weird. The emotions of August and nerves and worries moving to extreme confidence having studied Miami's roster in depth. The big variable is CJ Carr's play as a first-time starter, but if he's just all right, Notre Dame should win. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. They don't even need Carr to play that great. He just has to be all right, and it'll be more than enough to get the job done against Miami. I really, truly believe that they are underestimating Miami, and I'm trying to remain objective. But I really think that they are, guys. Final comment here. This is the one everybody's been waiting for. Mr. Paul Feinbaum, some say Paul Feinbaum, said he guarantees Notre Dame will beat the Miami Hurricanes at Hard Rock Stadium in a week. A guaranteed victory for the Fighting Irish. And Paul Feinbaum said so. So I guess it's a done deal. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think the game should be played. I think they should just go ahead and give Notre Dame the W. It's not even going to be close. Nobody's going to show up to the game. It's not going to be loud. Carson Beck just sucks. He's going to throw 6 interceptions in this game, all of them being pick sixes. What's the point? Why even play Notre Dame? Just give them the win. They were the national championship runner-ups last year, and if they would have been healthy, they would have went all the way and beat Ohio State. And CJ Carr doesn't even have to be good. And they'll still beat Miami. Leave your thoughts and let me know if you want to do this every week, and we can circle back around on this video and laugh at these people. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one. And remember, it's not actual hate. This is all in good fun. I just really think that these Notre Dame fans, man, they're hyping up this team so much, and I just think that they're going to crash out if they lose this game against Miami. They're going to have a hard time coping with this, and I think they have a bye week and then have to play the Aggies. So if they were to start 0-2, I mean, oh my gosh, like we would have to have some people go and check on these Notre Dame fans.